Very good evening, parents. I am Seema Johari, and today's story is A Shy Baby. I believe telling bedtime story each night builds imagination in the children. Their thinking pattern also gets changed, and they often discover their self-identity. Hello children. Everyone in her neighborhood called her a shy baby. Young Aruni was not just shy, she was very, very shy. When guests came to her house and asked her name, she would dig her chin into her neck and not speak, else she would hide behind her mother and close her eyes, or she would just run out of that room. In school too, she preferred to sit at the far end of the class so that Miss Daisy, her class teacher, might not spot her. And when Miss Daisy did notice her and asked her about something, she would pretend as if she were not listening. One day in her recitation class, Ma'am asked her to recite a poem, and little Aruni was panic-stricken. First, she did not get up from her place, and when Misha, the girl sitting next to her, pushed her, she dragged her leaden feet and reached where Ma'am was sitting. Twinkle, 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 her mouth went to dry. The class started spinning, and then there was a strange buzz in her ears of a heartbeat. Little Aruni turned white as a sheet out of fear. Ma'am asked her to practice the poem more at home. Why did you not recite the poem you have learned so well in the class? Her mother asked in the evening. Oh Mom, when the teacher asked me to recite the poem in front of all the smart children, a monster came out from the teacher's back. You know, it snarled at me and made me forget all my lines, Aruni told her mother shyly. And how does this monster look like? Mother asked her curiously. Oh Mom, sometimes it is like you, but mostly it is like Miss Daisy, Aruni told her little more shyly now. Aruni's mother could understand a bit as how her shy baby must be feeling in the school. She suggested, Look Aruni, I'll tell you a secret. If you look straight out of window and think about clouds, birds, trees and flowers, you would not be afraid of the monster. And you can then recite the poem that you know so well like other smart girls. Aruni accepted. She knew she would need to be brave to think about other things and then speak. But she wanted to give a try. She herself wanted to be bold. During the next recitation evaluation, when Ma'am told Aruni to recite the poem, Aruni looked outside the window in the class. And lo, there she could not find a bird or a cloud or a flower. She closed her eyes and whispered, I wish if I could. If I could, I would. I would not because I could not. Oh, we have a real poet in our class, said Daisy Ma'am warmly. And Aruni opened her eyes to see the admiring looks in her class friends' faces. And then she dared further. I would not because I could not. Because I am very shy. I am like a birdie, I whisper in reply. The teacher and the children clapped and clapped for a beautiful original poem. At home, little Aruni was happy. When an anxious mom asked her about the peeping and teasing monster during the test, Little Aruni replied a little less shyly now. Yeah, Mom, the monster was there at the teacher's back, but he told me to speak my own lines. Thank you and have a sound sleep.